Kathleen, a Cockney girl, daughter of a butcher. She grew up when class really mattered. The Mirrenoffs, or Mirrens, who were considered slightly bohemian, did not exactly fit into any class.
I never felt quite that I absolutely belonged, and I had yearnings for another world. I never wanted to get married in Leigh-on-Sea and live in Leigh-on-Sea for the rest of my life, which is what a lot of my school colleagues did.
School was St. Bernard's, a convent school run by Bernardine nuns. It was strict. No boys, no short skirts, no mention of sex. But it was here that Mirren got her first shot at acting. In the annual nativity pageant, she played Eve.
In a sort of leopard skin outfit, it was great. Oh, Adam, what shall we do? Whither shall we go? I remember my lines as I was being thrown out of the Garden of Eden, downstairs in the hall. A lot of this.
It was in the South End amusement park that Mirren honed her acting skills, working as a barker, enticing holidaymakers to take a shot at games of chance.
And you sort of shout out something like, excuse me, sir, excuse me, did you park in at the gate? Sir, did you park in at the gate? And they go, what? You're talking rubbish.
Yes.
And then so they come over, and then they say, I'm sorry, what did you say? You said, did you park in at the gate? Anyway, it doesn't matter, I've got a lovely attraction here. Look, you know, great dart stall, prizes you can win.
Did you learn something here that you still use today?
I did. I got a very high skill in Borushitsu. Borushitsu is the Japanese for bullshit. No, you know, I brought away with me a love, an appreciation of the vulgar and the carnival. It's rough and working class and real.
You used some of that in a couple of roles, correct?
Yes, absolutely, yes. It's always in me, a bit, this world.
Mirren's earthiness won her rave reviews. After a sizzling portrayal of Cleopatra, and still in her teens, she was invited to join the Royal Shakespeare Company. She dazzled audiences with her talent and blatant sexuality in modern and classical roles.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship.
And then there were the early films.
She's the most promiscuous woman in Rome.
Perfect. Most of them turkeys, most notable for Mirren taking her clothes off.
We call it getting your kit off in England.
Getting your kit off.
Yes, I'm famous for getting my kit off in England, yes.
The sex queen of Stratford, or the thinking man's crumpet.
All that
stuff that was going around.
Yes.
Did it get to you in any way?
It did used to get to me, but I just kind of ignored it, which I'm still doing to this day, Morley. It's still hanging around.
And you're still doing it?
Yes, I'm still doing it.
As recently as age 58, Mirren took it all off again for Calendar Girls.
Oh, it gets better as you get older, Morley. You should try it.
Well, no.
Yes, I think we should do this interview, both of us in the nude. You'd love it. Go on.
Well, what the hell?
Well, you know, I mean, I don't see the big deal.
Despite her commercial and professional success, Mirren says her 20s were the worst years of her life. She was plagued by a lack of self-confidence and panic attacks.
I wasn't happy then. I wasn't happy. I was frightened.
Frightened of what?
I mean, just frightened that nothing would work out.
Mirren finally sought help from a psychiatrist.
And he was Scottish. And so he said, I think what your problem is, Helen, I think you'll find that when you go to the river, then you I said, I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear what you said. And the sort of fourth time I thought, this is ridiculous. I'm here with the psychiatrist, he's telling me the answer to all my problems, and I can't understand what he's saying.
So she went to a palm reader who told her future, which she carefully wrote down and instantly forgot.
Except I remember one phrase.
And what was that memorable thing that the palmist told you?
He said, when you're in your 50s, you will get to be very, very famous.
And she is. In her 50s, she won 2 Academy Award nominations and 8 Emmy nominations, including 2 wins. She's on the red carpet again this year, getting attention and Oscar buzz for her star turn in The Queen. Also in her 50s, she married director Taylor Hackford, her husband of 9 years. They live in London in a house by the Thames when they're not at their house in Los Angeles or New York or the south of France. You've had a long and very successful career as an actress, but do you regret that you never had children?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm so happy that I didn't have children. I've had, well, you know, because I've had freedom.
Freedom to become the person she dreamed about when she was barking at the suckers on the pier in Southend-on-Sea. Did you ever believe when you were a kid here that you would be who you are today?
No, of course I hoped. And I did this, embarrassing thing, and I think about it now, which was I used to sit on a bench on the seafront, you know, with my hair on like this, imagining that a film producer would be driving by and would screech to a halt and get out and say, "You're the girl I've been looking for." Really, really pathetic. I had my sort of silly dreams. And of course, the reality is so much more interesting, the way in which life takes you.
The hard work.
The hard work is so much more fun, actually.
Fun, I guess, when you look back through the misty light of memory.
Look, Maul, it's the sun setting on my career.
Our
career.